Right now I've got Koena live. Koena, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you?
Good, good.
Yes, the load shedding, yes. Has been playing some games on us and chow our time here.
Yes, such things happen.
Yeah, so without any wasting of our time or wasting our viewers' time, please tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Koena?
Okay. Koena,
Uh-huh.
um, Koena is a very ambitious young girl from Ramatala. It's Ramatala, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, just outside Polokwane. Yeah. Koena is a very hardworking person, dedicated, a go-getter, I must say. So, yeah, that's a snippet idea of who Koena is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm such an opportunist, I must say. So, yeah, I don't know whether you want to know Koena in terms of what, but that's just like I'm a go-getter. That's Koena, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because tonight we are talking about the power of your gift, tell us a little bit about your background or when you were growing up. Did you have a sense of what could your gift be, or where you would like to, maybe a career where you would choose, or you discovered that later on in life?
Before we go further, some people may not know, but I'm actually a qualified mechanic. So yeah, that's the actual gift that is on the topic today.
Yes.
But with that said, growing up, I didn't remember, even at home, we didn't even have cars. Like my parents didn't have cars, So I knew nothing about cars, to be honest. Like I knew nothing. I didn't even have that idea in the back of my mind. I was always good with people. That's one thing for sure. So I wanted to do something like nursing, psychology. Those were my dreams growing up.
Okay.
So something in the engineering faculty, never my dream, to be honest.
Wow. And then what was it that led you to engineering then?
I think later on, how the things that you applied for, they didn't work out, so you just looking for anything that you can go with. So, and I actually, the funny part is I didn't even do mechanic in school. So I actually did fitting and turning, and I did electrical as well.
Okay.
So it was nothing automotive related.
Yes. Wow.
But I just got presented with the opportunity in the automotive industry.
Okay. Wow. Oh, so you were not even thinking about mechanics, but you eventually found yourself having taken that opportunity.
Yeah, some things in life you need to know that you can't always get what you want.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
But nonetheless, you have to make the best of what you get.
Yes,
out of life.
definitely.
Yes. So that was me basically, because you remember initially when I was growing up, when I was young, I wanted to be either a nurse or a psychologist or just somebody who works with people. You understand?
Yes.
But what life threw at me, I went to college and then I did electrical and I did fitting and turning as well. My dream was to be a millwright, right? But his plans are greater than my expectations. So
Yes.
I got the opportunity into the automotive industry, and believe you me, I've performed to the best of my ability ever since. Like I've taken the opportunity with both my hands and I've did the best out of it.
Wow, that's just amazing, hey? And because mechanics or mechanical engineering, it's popularly known as a man's sport. When you are thinking about mechanics, or majority of the people, when they are thinking about mechanics or a mechanic, when you are thinking about a woman getting her nails dirty with oil, grease, and all those things, it's not something that would immediately pop into the head of someone else. But for you, when you were thinking about or looking at those examples, did you get discouraged by those, or you were thinking that, what, even though I might be a woman and even though it might be a field that's dominated by males, I'm going to make my mark here?
Yeah, man, we get that every day when you are a female mechanic, especially back in the days when I started, because it was just a few of us, right? So the workshop that I was working in, I was the only female mechanic. I was still a learner then.
Okay.
I was the only one. So people would come and they would just discourage it. And I'm like, oh, can you do this? You can't do that. You know, speak negative things over you. Like, you understand?
Yes.
But at the end of the day, as an individual, you need to know what it is that you want.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
There's always going to be like outer voices. There's always going to be a discouragement. Like in general, like even generally in life, whether you do good or you do bad, people are always going to talk. So you need to get to the reality of that. You understand? So at the end of the day, you need to know what it is that you want. You need to know what it is that you need to know and understand your capability as a person. And if there's one thing that I'm very much thankful for, it's the man who believed in me when I had just first started.
Okay.
I was a blank page. Like I was a blank page. I knew nothing like too much about cars, but that man believed in me because he could see how much of a hard worker I am.
Wow.
You know, Sean Gavender, yeah, he was an Indian man.
Wow.
So that guy, like, he believed in me. And you know, when you have somebody in a senior position who believes in you, it gives you the drive.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
To achieve it. Even like when because remember when you are Elena, and you never worked on cars before. So what happens is that when you driving the minor mistakes or people look at you, oh, you are a woman. You understand? So. But because I had this particular person who believed in me and who, like, when you can do this, you just need to forget about what these people are saying. You understand?
Yes.
Let me tell you about this one incident.
Okay.
We were working in a workshop. Obviously, we doing services. Remember, the first things that you usually start with is just services and whatnot. So, what we usually do is an oil filter. We tighten by hand. You're supposed to tighten it by hand.
Okay.
But some people, they tighten it with a oil filter wrench.
Okay.
Yes. So what happened is that when the car came for service, I wanted to loosen the oil filter.
Yes.
But I couldn't with my little power, So I couldn't. So I looked for the oil filter wrench to loosen it. That's the tool is made for loosening.
Okay.
It's not made for tightening. But some people do use it for tightening.
Okay.
You understand? Yes. So I went around the workshop and I asked Oren, okay, haven't anyone seen the oil filter range? There was this guy, the guy of color. So he said to me, we are men, we don't use that.
Whoa.
You know?
Whoa.
Yeah. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, the tool has always been there in the workshop. So it was not made for me or what, you understand? So, okay, it's fine. And then I found the tool. Then the funny part is, a couple of days later, he comes asking for the same oil filter range.
Come on now.
So you see, so people are always going to be negative. The people are always going to talk, but you just need to believe in yourself, believe in your capability.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
Wow, hey, you know, and someone when they hear that no, we are men, we don't use that, someone could immediately be discouraged and think that, you know, these guys or this man.
They will always need to remind you that you are a woman. And that's one thing that the people that I work with, they know very well. I don't like to be regarded as a woman.
Okay.
Like, when you're doing something, they'll be like, that thing is heavy, or what. I say, I'm here to work.
Yes.
My response is, I'm here to work and let me do my job.
Yes.
Should I need assistance, I'll call for help. You understand?
Yes.
So do not rob me of the opportunity to learn just because now you are a man and whatnot.
Yes.
When I come here, I leave my gender at the gate.
Yes.
I'm here to do my job. So that was always me. I was always willing to stand up for myself, especially in that regard that I'm a female and whatnot. You understand? So yeah, such things they happen in a male-dominated industry.
Yeah, you know, that's just very powerful because, you know, I always, maybe from our side or my side, you'll always find that it's industry dominated by whites, and they would issue things like, because you are black. And I always remind them that the color of my skin has got nothing to do with my competence. Judge me on my competence and my results.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, okay. Then as you are busy working in this field and you're encountering challenges like those guys or those men trying to use gender as an excuse to maybe try to undermine you and your competence, what would you say that are some of the challenges that you encounter on a day-to-day basis as you are patrolling the highways and helping people in need or in their emergencies?
Most of the challenges that I usually come across, but which are just a couple of challenges, because most of the people that I come across, they are frustrated people, they are the people who need help. So as much as I need to understand that they are frustrated and I need to be calmer, I need to be nice, I need to be, you understand, accommodative, you understand. But you may find some people they're not really frustrated, or they think they have a plan B. You understand? So those people, they usually come with that thing, oh, you are a woman, like how are you gonna be able to help me?
Wow.
You understand? You get it?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So, and the funny thing is that they forget, even not in their workplaces,
yes,
they are working with females who do the same job as them. It doesn't matter if it doesn't require like the lifting of weights, blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, the important thing in any career, I must say, the knowledge.
Yes,
the application of the knowledge. Can you be able to apply the knowledge? How knowledgeable are you? You understand?
Yes.
So that's one thing that is important. Like, but some people, they're just so quick to criticize you just because you're a woman. But,
wow.
But how sure are you that I am a woman? Sure.
yeah, that's the question.
I mean, hello.
So, yes. Yeah. This one is just off the side. I'm wondering, have you ever felt someday when someone would want to judge you based on your gender or the way that you look? Have you ever thought that let me just leave this guy or this lady on the road because they are undermining me?
I think the funny thing, there was this one incident. I was at a garage, actually. I was filling petrol and whatnot.
Okay.
So they came with this man. They know that our vehicles available. It's like it's
Yes.
Then what? Oh, even my boss laughed about it. Like what? Oh, okay, Wani.
Yeah.
I even thought, maybe because it's not only me who's working. I thought maybe he knew somebody who he wanted. You understand?
Yes.
So I was like, okay, why were you looking for somebody? I don't know. I thought you were driving with a man.
Whoa.
Okay. Driving with a man. Like, okay. So, quickly, and then he said, I thought you were driving with a man so that he can be able to breach my thing and whatnot. So, okay, sure.
Wow.
You know what? For as much as I'm pissed, let me use this to my advantage. If there's one thing about me, the one gift that I can say I have, I can sell myself.
Okay.
Like not literally myself, but
yes, yeah, but you can present yourself.
I have
yes.
the ability to convince people. You understand?
Yes.
My marketing skill are top tier.
Yes.
So I went there to hear him out and whatnot and whatnot. And at the end of the day, I managed signing that person under our company.
Wow.
Over and above everything that occurred, I think that was the highlight for me. Or even though he initially undermined me, but at the end of the day, he gave me an idea and I convinced him.
Wow, that's just so amazing.
That they don't count. Yes. I don't work on negativity.
Yes, definitely. And when I can imagine, have there been moments where you are waking, or maybe when it's been maybe some tough few times or months or weeks where you felt that maybe it's time for me to give up? Because sometimes when the challenges of life come, maybe you are not getting enough clients, or maybe if they are judging your performance based on the number of cars that you are fixing and you are helping. Was there some moments where you felt like quitting or giving up on that dream of yours?
I think the good thing about me, or the lucky part about me, is the fact that I've always been an outstanding performer.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
I live by the motto: if you can't give it your best, like if you can't give it your all, then don't do it at all.
Ooh, that's so powerful.
So Yes, you understand? Why are you doing something if you're not gonna go do it entirely?
Yes.
Like, why are you wasting time? I mean, like, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. So, you know, so my point is that beside the highway, let's leave the highway because I just like recently started.
Okay.
I've worked mostly 5 years in the workshop, right?
Okay.
Yes, and that is where most of the challenges they come in, because in a workshop you have to take out the gearbox, you have to, you know, do this, you have to do amateur pins on trucks, you know, you have to do literally all those things, and I did.
Okay.
But if there's one thing about me, is like I said, I don't focus on negativity.
Yes, you don't.
And if there's always a good thing about me is that somebody in the senior position, whether my employer himself or somebody that I report to or what, they always acknowledge and appreciate the work that I put in.
Wow.
You understand?
Yes.
I am that employer alone. Like I'm telling you, even now, I still call my first employer Sean Gavender. You understand?
Yes.
Even now, I still call my foreman ISUs.
Wow.
Even now, I still, you understand?
Yes.
It's that thing that it's the work that you put in.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
You know, when you're working closer to people and then they see your work, they appreciate your work. You understand? Because at the end of the day, I may be somebody who is liked by the employer, for example, I'm just giving you an example, but I don't perform to the best of my ability. What difference are you making? Do you understand?
Yes.
So if there's one thing about me, the advantage about everything is the fact that I perform to the best of my ability, and my results speak for themselves, man.
Yes, they definitely will.
So oringi, moto oringi and whatnot, that's the least of my worries, because at the end of the day, I'm here to work. And as long as the person that I report to, or the person who looks at my performance at the end of the day is happy, then we go training.
Wow. And where did you get that spirit, that hard-working spirit? Did mommy or daddy at home, or maybe a grandma, grandpa give you that spirit?
I think if there's one thing about me, like
okay.
like she used to say
okay.
Like, you know, like I was always overconfident. I was always confident. If there's one thing about me, confidence is everything.
Okay.
I remember I believe in confidence. The reason being, for example, when you're going to an interview.
Yes.
Remember, in most of the interviews that you go in most of them, we are also to be too much about the position.
Oh yes, yes.
You are applying for a new thing. You are applying for a new challenge.
Yes.
But the most important thing to keep is confidence.
Yes.
Convince them that you can be able to do this.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
And then when you get given that opportunity,
oh yes.
Put in the work. Even if it gives a whole change I want to.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
And I don't want to change it alone. I will change it myself. You just tell me where I went wrong.
Yeah.
You get my point?
Yes.
Be eager to do things yourself. Be eager for growth. Like, you understand?
Yes.
Like, so that's one thing about me. Like, I love growth so much. Like, I'm one person where I write my goals down, I write my achievements, whatever that I want to achieve down. So that thing, it drives me. Okay, what is it that I learned?
Yes,
wow. What is it that I'm gaining out of this? There needs to be growth somehow. So, you understand?
Yes.
It doesn't matter every day. You can say, I'm not. It's something like it's okay. You understand?
Yes.
That's a step in the right direction. So I think for me, it's something that I was born with. I'm confident, I'm very charismatic, and I'm very optimistic.
Wow.
So I think I was just born with that.
Wow, that's just amazing, because some people would look at that and undermine that talent, or undermine that gift,
Yeah, they do. Like, they do every day, but like I said, you just need to know your capability. When somebody tells you, can you do this? Do your job.
Yeah, just do it.
You don't need to defend yourself or, hey, what? No. Do your job. When I decide about it, like, you know what people do. Because I criticize the job that you are about to do, but when you carry out the job well, he's not going to come and say, no.
Yeah, and
yes.
You
get it?
Yeah.
So that's life.
Yeah, and you just mentioned something very powerful. You said that you love sales, you love how you sell and you market yourself. Talk to us about the importance of sales and marketing, especially when it comes to a gift, because in many instances or in different situations, you or we are going to be required to sell our capabilities. We are going to be faced with an opportunity, maybe in front of a panel where we need to sell ourselves and whatever capabilities that we have. Could you please share with us how have you used that, and maybe some of the tips that you may have for someone who may be preparing for an interview to go and sell themselves, or maybe they are struggling with that confidence themselves?
Okay, like I said previously, the most important thing, guys, is confidence. Be confident. I remember, like, when I went for my first interview, it was Sean Gavender. Yeah. Yes, I went to Komarabom, but it was just here and there, like, it's very and whatnot. Just here and there, you understand? So I was not fully, like I said, I didn't do mechanics and whatnot.
Yes.
We were 5 girls. They were looking for 1 girl.
Okay.
I went there. Yeah, and then, you know, my English, it's not good, but I always make sure at least the basic I know. You understand?
Oh, yes.
So when you're going to for interview or whatever that you're about to sell, know your brand.
Okay, wow.
Know your company.
Yes.
Know your position. You can't go to the interview where now or udirileng or while you have no idea about the position that you're applying for.
Wow,
yes. It doesn't work like that.
Yes.
You understand? So, like do research before an interview. Do research before you go, before you come and sell to me,
Yes.
Understand the brand yourself.
Yes.
Understand whatever that you're selling to me yourself. You understand?
Yes.
Or like when I'm asking you, you'll be able to answer. Even if you might slightly lie in here and there, but you know, understand?
Yes.
I can see this person has an idea.
Yes.
But Mutwani clueless now what you're
fish. Yes.
Like guys, you can't want something and be clueless about it. It doesn't work like that.
Yes.
You understand? So for me, you be confident about whatever that you're selling. Be it yourself, be it what.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So we carried out the interview and whatnot. So this man would see, you know? And I'm just a blank page, guys. I want to give it anywhere. I never went anywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
So he was like to me, let's go upstairs. Upstairs is where the new cars were being stored and whatnot.
Okay.
So when we got there, he said to me, open a bonnet. Oh my goodness, that time I can't even open a bonnet.
Okay.
So he asked this old man for Abule bonnet. Okay, then the old man opened and whatnot. But still, I maintained my confidence. You understand?
Yes.
Then he was like, okay, what is this? What is that?
Yeah.
Whatever that I knew, I explained.
Yes.
Even what he did not ask. If I knew something, I was going to point it or this one is what. So that he knows what. Even if I don't know that one, this one I know.
Yeah. Yes.
So you need to be, guys, when it comes to marketing, you need to be kind. You know, you need to be kind, you need to smile, you need to be confident. So for me, those are just, people need a sense of belonging. So people need to be comfortable around you. You understand?
Yes.
So those are just some of the tricks that works for me, unfortunately. I don't think it's going to work for the next person.
Wow, but they can definitely learn something. They can definitely learn something from your story, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, one of the challenges that we always hear, you find a recent matric graduate saying that I did not go to university, or I didn't get a B, I got a D, or I got an H, and some of them find themselves confused. Do you know if there are any paths or any routes? If maybe someone is thinking about one day becoming a professional mechanic like you, are there some of the things or some of the routes that they can take despite the fact that they may have not qualified to go to university, or they may have not gotten the qualifications that they need to do, so that ultimately one day they find themselves as a professional mechanic like you?
Oh, okay. The thing is, I didn't go to university for this.
Okay.
Yes, like I said, I passed with a B and two distinctions, sorry. So what happened is that whatever that I wanted, I did not qualify for it. You understand?
Yes.
So instead of being high and doing a gap year and what's, okay, let me go to a college. So I went to the parallel activity.
Okay.
I went to college. That's where I did my fitting and electrical engineering up to M6.
Okay.
You know, but I am currently a UJ alumni in transport management.
Okay.
So I've done well for myself, man. Like So for the person universities though is not the only route. And the funny thing is that most of the people they went to university, especially studying the engineering.
Yes.
Some of the people, let me rather say, some of the people I met them go college. Like when they were done with their universities, they came to college because remember, especially back in the days, like it was huge, you know, when I to be and whatnot, yes. So you may find when they're applying with their qualifications to university, they regard them as it's like they're high maintenance. This person is more educated, he's gonna need more money.
Oh yes.
But you can't hire such a person with such a degree and offer him 5,000 stipend. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So they came after they completed in university, they came to college. Okay. So the other route to go for those who can't go to or don't qualify for university, you can always go to college. They have various courses. They have reading, they have boiler, they have various qualifications in college that you can actually do. Yes. Yeah. But for mechanic, most of the people that I'm studying with, like I said, for me, I just got lucky. I just got the opportunity for me because I didn't do automotive. You understand?
Yes.
So the people who did mostly they did diesel mechanic. You understand?
Yes. You know what you just shared is very powerful because sometimes we get too caught up with what we wanted or going to university that we end up missing the opportunities. And I remember some time ago when a friend of mine was telling me the difference between mechanics from university. He said that those ones are theorists. They know how to do a technical drawing about an engine. But if you give them an engine and say, fix the engine, they will know nothing about it because they are theorists. And when you go to college, you become a practitioner. Yes. Okay. And then without, you were saying something?
Actually, I just wanted to add that remember, with whatever qualification that you do, guys, you need to research. You understand? There are always a lot of things that you can do. You can do whatever your mechanics and whatnot. You can always be a lecturer, a lecturer. You understand? So there are always opportunities linked to that. So always search around. Just because when you did something and then whatever that you wanted is not working out, doesn't mean it should be the end of your story. No, man, go out there. Like I said, the one thing about me saving myself, it always works. Let me just tell you this other story.
Yes.
There was a time where I asked, actually they said to me, because I was supposed to go back to Kempton Park, and Kempton Park was far from me and whatnot. So I went to my employer and said, Kempton Park is far, blah, blah, blah. Can't I just go and look for my own place to take out, to further the practicals, right, around mid-range, because mid-range was near for me. It's like, okay, if you want to do that, it's fine, you can go. I mean, if you get accepted, it's a plus for us because we also get a place to take our students, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Then I went to Hyundai in mid-range. Yeah. There was still when I got there, I went there. Remember, I don't know anybody. I don't have an appointment on what.
Yes.
When I got there, I asked to see the workshop manager.
Okay.
Workshop manager, do you have an appointment? No, I don't have an appointment. Okay. What do you have? Why do you want to see him? No, it's just something that I want to discuss with him. Okay, sure. Okay. The workshop manager was not in that day, so they referred me to the dealer principal. Okay. It's the biggest in dealerships.
Okay.
I went there, an entire dealer principal, and I went to him. I was like, okay, sir, my name is so. I've been in the industry for so many years. Blah blah blah. This is my knowledge and course. And that man was so impressed that he offered me to be a salesperson.
Wow.
You get it?
Yeah.
So it's guys. I always tell people, I don't think I want to. You don't need to man.
Yes.
You don't need to take my CV to man.
Yeah.
Just make me meet the person. I'll do the job.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
You're gonna understand.
Yes.
If maybe you don't need to second, so you just say, you see that person. That person is the manager, or that person is. I'll go there and I'll do the job on for myself. You understand?
Yes.
So that's one thing about it. Like I said, sometimes you just go, especially for Batswelo or they have mechanic and whatnot. You just go into a dealership. I also went to Toyota.
Mm-hmm.
That man was also impressed. He was a guy, like the manager.
Okay.
And I find the workshop manager. He was so impressed. To present yourself.
Yeah.
I'm so thrilled by your by my chemistry. You understand?
Yes.
Because he was so surprised. Guys, so such things are doable. You just need to go out there and find them.
Wow, yes, definitely. Wow.
So, there's a lot of things that you can do to tackle. Just don't sit down comfortably and say, I'm waiting for this. Yes, but sometimes go out there, guys.
Yes.
Sell yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
This one, this is a question that this is just for me. I'm just being selfish here, Yeah, because, one of the questions that I always like asking, especially when it comes to mechanics, for the young man or the young woman who's thinking about maybe buying their startup car, with you and your experience fixing different kinds of cars, which car is very maintainable and that won't chow into your pocket?
Hi, Bo. Right now you're putting me in a very bad space.
Okay, no. If that's the case, then let's keep that one.
So how am I going to be able to answer that?
Okay, let's keep it. Then we'll talk about it off air. That one. Okay, and then in conclusion, what advice would you give an aspiring mechanic or someone just out there, a young girl or a young boy who's got dreams? What advice would you give that young boy or girl about them going out after their dreams?
Okay. Automotive industry is very challenging.
Okay.
Guys, it's not easy. Mm-hmm. Automotive industry needs you to be open-minded. You need to know yourself. You need to know what you want.
Okay.
Because you're going to meet people, be it you are a girl or you're a boy, you're going to meet people and they undermine you.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Sometimes it may not be because only the work that you're putting in.
Okay.
They see the work that you're putting in, the idea, this snippet scenario that I'm going to give you, the incident that happened.
Okay.
It's that these guys have been in the industry it was 3 years. I think it was 4 years.
Okay.
It was 4 years. When those guys came in, the agreement was they were going to take them to school, right?
Okay.
They were still from high school.
Yes.
They're going to take them to school so that they can be qualified mechanic.
Yes.
Remember, an API it's cheap labor.
Okay.
Agree or not qualified?
Yes.
It's cheap labor. So, yes. In most cases, some people do, it's not all of them, it's just some people what they do. They use them and they don't take them to school. Those guys have been in the industry for 4 years. By law, 4 years you were supposed to be done with your apprentice or on completion. You understand?
Yes.
So what they did is that they didn't take those guys to school for 4 years.
Okay.
Those guys are now working the same work, the same load and everything as the qualified technicians.
Wow.
But the difference is that they don't earn the same as the qualified technicians.
Yes. Wow.
You get it?
Yes.
So it's like you're being used or whatever that I don't know how to put it, but it's like when you are being delayed, you are being delayed.
Yes. Wow.
So when automotive industry in open-minded, man, you need to know what you want.
Okay.
In such instances, learn to say if the one thing that I told those guys is that sometimes our problem is we feel comfortable.
Oh yes.
When you feel comfortable in a situation, when you feel comfortable in that, but how long are you willing to stay in the same environment?
Yes, wow, yes.
Is this what you want your life to be? Is this all that you're ever dreaming of?
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Because if you're dreaming for more, you'll always try to reach more.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
You'll always try to negotiate more. You'll always try to talk for more. You understand? You won't just be okay with just coming when Angela every day without growth, guys. We want growth. There needs to be growth.
Yes.
So for the young people who are coming into this industry, please be open-minded. It's a very good skill. No one can ever take that away from you.
Definitely.
You understand?
Yes.
But you also need to know, when you're coming into this industry, there are people who are gonna look down on you. There are people who are gonna say all the negativity. You understand?
Yes.
But first and foremost, know why you are here.
Yeah.
Know what you want.
Yes.
Understand your capability. Know that you are capable. Even if today you did something, everybody makes mistakes.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
But don't let that particular mistake now cloud you from growing or doing something. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You understand? So just go out there and perform to the best of your ability.
Wow. I just love that. That's very powerful. And then in conclusion, how can people get hold of you and your services when they need you? You know, those emergencies, you know?
Yeah. Okay, we as the AA, again, we have a roadside assistance. Yeah. Okay. So we do offer roadside assistance, be it like you stuck, wherever that you stuck, with the tow truck, you know. So I can give you my cell phone number. Let me just.
Okay.
Yes, you can get me on social media. I'm the Mechanic Bae on Facebook, and on Twitter as well. I'm the Mechanic Bae. Yes, and then you can get hold of me on 081-469-4750. But that one is only available for WhatsApp for now.
Okay.
Then I have my own personal number, but please, guys, don't use this number for your own shenanigans.
Okay, no, don't give them that number then. Don't give them that number.
Right. You know, I don't want to.
Yes. You know, yeah. Don't give them that number. The WhatsApp one. Please repeat the WhatsApp one so that they'll get hold of you.
Okay. The WhatsApp number is 081-469-4750.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for spending this evening with me and sharing with me and the viewers about your journey into becoming a mechanic and all of the lessons that you shared with us. You know, for me, the takeaway is that if there's anything that I'm going to do it to the best of your ability, and don't let anyone or their negativity stop you from pursuing and living your dreams. That for me is the takeaway. I don't know about you as the listener. Whatever takeaway you've gotten from this interview, let me know on all of the social medias. And Koena, thank you so much. And I wish you all of the best in every venture, everywhere that you'll be pursuing your dreams. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And thank you to the listeners who's tuned in. I really appreciate and see your support. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening.
Have a good one too. Thank you.
Thank you.